If you have been signed up with BACK9 recently, you should have received an email that gives you access to our BOSS system. BOSS stands for Back Office Support Systems. It is basically our proprietary CRM where everything that you do with BACK9 will be stored. All activity, all applications, all sales, so on and so forth will be here. The second thing that we should have sent an email to you about is your quote and apply link. Quote and apply is our proprietary rating system. It's the first of its kind that is a multi-carrier e-application system. What that basically means is that clients or agents can basically get quotes within seconds, right? A few inputs, and complete a full application within the same journey, right? So you do not have to bounce around from getting a quote to now going to an application page or anything along those lines. It can all be done in the same environment. And we'll walk through and kind of show you what that looks like. As I mentioned earlier, it is a consumer-facing platform. So that means that you can share your technology with your clients, and they can walk through the same journey / experience that you do. So I'm going to kind of walk through that to give you some flavor. Here on this dashboard, like I said, your system will look very similar to this. This button here will allow you to launch your quote and apply. And you will have a site that has been created that looks just like this, right? It'll have your name in the URL. It has been programmed to your national producer number. So any activity that goes on this site, right, whether it's by your hands or by your client's hands, will be recorded and coded to you. So you cannot lose business using our system, right? It will have your information in the need help section, and it will show all of the licenses that you have, so that any non-resident license that you have, if a client is applying in that state, it will show rates. If you're not licensed in that state, obviously it will not. So I'm going to go from this site and go to our demo site so that we can walk through the experience. Same technology. When you say see it in action, this is the widget here, right? With no background. What do we need in order to get quotes? We always need name. We need gender. We need health status. When you hover over one of these hearts, it'll kind of tell you percentages of kind of where applicants fall. If you are a little bit more familiar with health classes, you can switch this to ratings, such as super preferred, standard, table ratings, so on and so forth. For our consumers, we kind of like to give them a very basic view. Smoking status. Obviously, this is hugely important because the difference between a smoker and a non-smoker can be X to 4 to 5X, right? Depending on the situation and the carrier. So, we're going from $20 a month to $100 a month. That's a big change. So we want to know if a client is currently using some type of nicotine or cannabis. We want to know what that is and how often they're using it, because sometimes we can get them non-smoker rates even if they casually use. We won't go too far into that today, but basically, again, we want to know what it is and how often. We'll just say never for now. Height and weight. As a client, obviously, I know my height and weight, but an agent, you may not know that, right? So this is an area that you can skip. What's nice about the height and weight option is that it will auto-correct any previous input. So if someone gave themselves 5 hearts, yet they don't fit high 5 heart BMI, right? This is going to auto-correct it. So it won't show them rates for 5 hearts. It will show them what they potentially qualify for based on their height and weight. So this helps to tailor your quote a little bit better. And of course, we need date of birth. So basically only 5 inputs in order for you to get results. So once I hit that, this is for the consumer, right? So this is going to point consumers to a specific product based off of like an ask, right? If someone asks for just term insurance, you click this, it's going to show term stuff. Right. For myself as an agent, I skip this and I go straight to all categories. because I know what I'm looking for from my client. And as you can see, it's going to default to term insurance. Now, all of the options are up here on this top bar. So everything that's in life insurance is available on our system. Not every product from every carrier, of course, but every type of insurance. So from the basic accidental death to final expense, right, to, of course, term insurance, return of premium term insurance. Under lifetime, you're going to see whole life, universal life options as well. And for those that are familiar or interested in long-term care, we do have those options as well. Traditional long-term care, linked benefits, and life insurance with long-term care riders. And that's something we can talk about at a later time, but let's focus just strictly on the term insurance. So a client may or may not know what they're looking for as far as the death benefit amount. If they know, fantastic. We default to $1 million, but you can take this slider and move it up, see higher limits of coverage. Conversely, you can take it down and see lower limits of coverage, right? And this is going to reset the rates based off of, when you rest. If you want to select a higher amount, you can always hit this and then plug in stuff. Here you can put in, $60 million or what have you. But the slider is just kind of nice for consumers. If people don't know exactly how much insurance they're looking for, you can use our needs analysis calculator. So you hit the calculate button, and this gives you an opportunity to plug in some figures, right? Mortgage, outstanding debt, college funding, things of that such. When you hit calculate, our system is going to suggest an amount based off your inputs. Some people like this. Some people already have an idea of what they're looking for. So once you know the amount that you're looking for, now it's time to select the product.